You have to search this stuff. Can we get the fuck out of here?
Is everything okay with us?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, you've not tried to kill me, so that's gotta be good, right?
Get rid of that technology.
forbidden by law here.
What do you want from me? I hate you outlaws to death. First you take me prisoner, then you hold me captive, then you let me sit here going stale. You're wasting my talents.
I'm not an outlaw.
Outlaws, berserkers, albs, you're all the same. Ignorant, valueless, non-believers and heretics who have not seen the light of Kalan. I don't expect wisdom just because you aren't an outlaw.
If you don't want to be here, why don't you just escape?
Because those bastards wired me. You must know that.
What do you mean, wired you?
If I go further than 100 meters from the fort, boom! An explosive implant will kill me. But knowing the junk technology here, this thing will probably just blow up on its own, even if I don't try and leave the fort. My only hope is that the outlaws will let me go at some point.
I see. Here's the inverse phase inductor.
Good, good, good. That will fix the inconsistencies in the first cycle. That means we shouldn't evaporate ourselves when trying to use this. Get the rest of the components and the Big Bang will finally bang and blast and vaporize. You better hurry, the Duke is waiting.
Here, the proprietary Edwards condenser.
I'll get that fitted right away. We're one step closer. Just a few more pieces and she'll be up and ready. Better hurry up!
Cross armature coil.
You found one! Ah! The desert isn't just sand. She has everything you need, if you just look for it. That's it. That's all I need. This should finish the job. I hope. I'll need time to finish her, though. But then, she's gonna fly. You wait till you see her in action. This is gonna be incredible. This will take me some time, but you can tell the Duke everything is running smoothly here. Just about. I think. You can lead me to it and be ready for the light show.
Big Bang has been completed.
You got the job done?
First Alexator Tarek, you summoned me.
Yes. We need to order a new troop deployment. You are to move forces out of Edan to the border of Ignidan. So the hybrid orders, so his will must be done.
Ignidan, did the hybrid explain why we are to move troops from an area where we are short of forces to face an enemy incapable of threatening us?
It is not for the hybrid to explain himself. His will is the directive. The directive must be followed.
I serve the hybrid. All ELEX to the hybrid. But with the converter in Edan silent, how are we to achieve that?
It is not for us to question the hybrid.
The Alps existed before the hybrid. We gathered ELEX for ourselves without his guidance. Our first directive was to reach the next stage of evolution. How are we to achieve that if all our ELEX goes to him?
The hybrid sees our future. Through him, we will evolve.
So, he says so. He always said. And yet he orders, he consumes, and we die.
It is for the greater purpose.
Have you ever asked yourself what will happen to us once we've harvested all the ELEX from the free people? Where will he turn then?
The hybrid sees things that we do not. He saw the fall. The world ignored him, and all was fire. The Alps will not repeat that mistake. He sees our future, and his cause is ours. We must deliver his vision, efficiently, and no one can stand in its way, no matter their rank. You will begin the redeployment immediately, and without further question.
Yes, first Alexator. All ELEX to the hybrid.
If that's true, then where is Big Bang now? Is it already on its way to its target?
No, it is still here.
I said the job was to be finished. It isn't finished until Big Bang is launched. So go and make sure it is sent to its target. Move!
I have a really bad feeling about this place.
some stuff. is at its target.
What the fuck are you talking about? If it was at its targetation signals coming from the Horde, does that sound like it's been annihilated?
Conrad had different plans for Big Bang.
What are you talking about?
He built Big Bang to destroy Tavar.
You're saying that shithead betrayed me. I want him dead. Now.
He's already run.
Then find him, kill him, and you will be well rewarded.
How about you pay in advance?
You'll get paid once he's dead. Now get after him. Those fucking clerics. I should have known. Well, the fort will have to learn it was saboteurs. There is profit in this yet. And I will find another way to get rid of those bastards in Ignadon.
Halt, stranger. Not another step. You're walking on the holy ground of Kalan. The only people allowed in here are clerics, recruits, or traders with permits.
Where am I?
You are in Ignadon, at the Hort, the stronghold of the clerics, the repository of Magalan's knowledge, and the last bastion of the free people against the threat of the Owls.
So how can I get in?
Sorry, I thought I made that clear. You can only enter the Hort if you are a cleric, a recruit, or you have a trading permit.
I want to become a cleric.
Find a suggester who considers you worthy. There are suggesters recruiting across all the lands of Magalan. Perhaps you've not met one because they don't consider you worthy. But if you want to look, try Raynor. He is recruiting men throughout Abessa.
Where can I get a trading permit?
There is currently a 4-month waiting period, so unless you find a merchant who is wanting to give up theirs, then you can't.
you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the fort.
Good. Then tell me your report on the outlaws.
The fort is well prepared for defense. They're not lacking weapons, and they seem determined to keep what they have.
And their state of mind? I'd hoped the outlaw problem would solve itself by them tearing themselves apart.
They have similar numbers of people to you. It's true that they don't all agree, but their leader, the Duke, seems to have the outlaws under control.
Then I will need to think again about Tavar. I was hoping that they'd implode, leaving us with one less threat. But it seems we may not be so fortunate. Tavar is always safer when it's fighting itself. It leaves them less energy for fighting us. Thank you for your report.
About my support. How am I doing?
You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. Yora says that you found him the converter parts he needed. That impressed him enough to earn you his pledge. As I heard it, you uncovered an outlaw trading in forbidden technology. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. The men at the Mana Shrine informed me the stolen ELEX was returned. That was your doing. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
About my support. I took care of Irdor.
Are there any problems?
None to speak of.
Tell me, why am I hearing only complaints from the cultivators? Did it have something to do with the food you took them? It'll be days before they're able to work at full capacity again. And sickness and diarrhea really aren't words you want to hear around food production.
Irdor asked for food, I took him food. Where's my payment?
Payment? You made my men sick. Whatever you thought you were doing, you've left men in the forest with their guts in knots. Be glad I'm not force-feeding you whatever you gave them.
What contact do the Berserkers have with the other factions?
The Albs want no contact but that of war and conflict. Perhaps the Separatists will be more open to conversation, but trust will be hard. We have maintained conversations with the clerics, but the peace that has strained since our last war has never held easy. The outlaws, well, they have no true leader and no true cause. Any dealings with them are dealings with individuals. It's self-evident that the paths of all the factions will cross, and that conflict is likely.
Why are the factions fighting?
Ah, that's a question we all ask. How could healing the planet not aid us all? But for the Albs, ELEX comes before anything. The clerics worship their god and their machines, and do not trust nature, while the outlaws see only profit and pleasure today, with no interest in tomorrow. And so we come into conflict, and the world burns when it could heal. If we can plant more world hearts in Tavar or Abessa, then we could give all the soil there new life too. But the other factions don't see it that way. They fear the changes we bring.
Do you know that for sure? Have you spoken to the other factions?
Spoken, no. But we sent men to establish world hearts in Abessa and Tavar. And they have been attacked almost constantly. In fact, their reports are overdue. You came to us from beyond our walls. You know your way across these lands. Could you go to the World Hearts and see what happened to our men?
Where are the World Hearts?
World Heart in Tavar was sent to an oasis out in the desert. You will have to walk carefully once you're there. The outlaws do not take kindly to people crossing through their lands. You'll find the World Heart in Abessa to the south of the domed city.
I will look for your men in Tavar. and Abessa.
Thank you. It's time that we learn their fates. You ensure you're properly equipped before you go. It isn't a short journey, and the way will be difficult. You shouldn't rely on machines.
Rock will return to work for you again. He's on his way back now.
Good. Great. I was beginning to worry about the health of the World Heart, but I know he can help me put it right. Thank you. Keep your eyes peeled. Things get dangerous quickly here. Keep your eyes peeled. Things get dangerous quickly here.
I will kill you, you fucking asshole! Come on then, you... bastard!
Well, it's on now, asshole. Oh!
Brave, but stupid. Why did he even attack us? Orders? For ELEX? Do they even know what they're doing out here? All they need to do is leave us alone. What do you want here?
What are you doing here?
This is our camp. We're here to grow the world heart, in between being attacked by the Duke's men. But once more, they've taken on more than they can handle, and so my duty has been done.
Why did you make camp here?
For the world heart. This is where warlords told us to plant it, so here we are. Those bastard outlaws have damaged it a few times, but it's growing back. And soon this land will be changed. From empty desert, there comes new life. And those bastards will find their land transformed to paradise, if they don't kill us first.
So you're planning to stay?
The outlaws don't believe in anything. Why should they believe in keeping this land? With the right equipment, our cultivators will heal the world heart and we'll see change here. Until then, I have to prevent more outlaw attacks. I just don't get it through my head why they would fight us so hard when we are trying to make this desert inhabitable.
Ragnar is waiting for a report.
Then tell him what you see here, and it is under threat. Without new men, everything we have started here will turn back to desert.
Is there anything you need?
We could do with some healing potions. We need to heal ourselves as well as the world heart. If we're to stay and complete our mission, that is. Could you get us those supplies?
I'll get you some potions.
5 small healing potions should be enough. That will help the people here and give us a couple spare in case of further attacks.
I have some healing potions here.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if you'd understand what we're doing here, if you'd help, and yet you share what you have. Here, for your trouble.
News from the other regions.
Oh? What is it?
Your outpost in Tavar was attacked by outlaws.
You've seen this for yourself? Or did you hear about it from your friends? Speak up now. Has the World Heart survived?
It was destroyed.
And our men?
Geralt has managed...
If we can hold that part of Tavar, then in only a few years that desert will be forest. And Edan will stretch yet further across Magalan. Here, you have earned this as payment for your news. This should at least cover the supplies it took to bring me this information.
I met Thorgal in Abessa.
You did? And what news? Is he well? Is the World Heart established?
The World Heart is being well cared for. Thorgal has been defending it from attacks by the Alps.
I take it there were losses. Regrettable, but these days that is quite normal. In any case, thank you for this report. Take this as payment.
You have your reports.
It is not an easy quest that our forefathers have given us. But by the Pilgrim, we will see Amrek's dream become real. As he built Edan from desert to forest, so shall we continue his work until all Magalan is cleansed of ELEX and grows pure again.
About my support. How am I doing?
You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. Yora says that you found him the converter parts he needed. That impressed him enough to earn you his pledge. As I heard it, you uncovered an outlaw trading in forbidden technology. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. You didn't exactly help Theodore, did you? The men at the Mana Shrine informed me the stolen ELEX was returned. And that was your doing. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval. You shouldn't rely on machines.
To the pit. It should be disposed of.
For anything.
I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angrim send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angrim. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade? Me? I'm a solid, honest berserker. I don't know who told you what, but get lost before you get me exiled, or worse.
I'm going.
Why do you think you're losing the war?
You've seen the enemy. Alb raiders? Cleric mechs? Guns? We are the guardians of Magalan. It's our do afterwards that counts.
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight. Not with swords and superstition against energy weapons. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up some of our principles than ask our warriors to give up their lives.
Well, there's a face I haven't seen before. Newcomer, aren't you?
You have a problem with new faces?
Problem? Me? Oh, I never have problems, only solutions. And I reckon we can solve problems for each other.
What problems?
Of the financial kind. The kind where I've got money I'm just looking to give away, and you have empty pockets to fill.
I'm listening.
I'll bet. You look like the listening kind. Except maybe being impaled up the unmentionables with a hot, rusty poker. But, and I'm getting to the point, here's me, right? A loyal and honest berserker, someone who knows what's right, what's legal and what's not. Then there's a newcomer like you. Well, any newcomer has the potential to make honest mistakes when it comes to legalities. And if you did, then I, as an honest berserker, could help put such mistakes right in a way that earns us both elexit.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause I'm a hooded crow, man. I'm a good, honest, straight-talking, and the clan of the Hooded Crows. That's your berserkers. So, if you were to get your hands on rare, legally questionable items, I could, being a loyal berserker, take that trouble off your hands.
Rare items?
Rare is where the elexit is. You could spend your life dreaming of elexit, or spend your elexit living your dreams. Your choice.
You're looking for rare items.
I help people with problems. When someone discovers rare items that are legally questionable, I solve this problem without the need to take up the time of our busy official authorities. No fuss, no overstretching our legal authorities. It's much better for everyone. And all for the right price. I just do as any honest, loyal, law-abiding, practical berserker should do.
About these rarities.
Yes?
What's the catch?
Catch? What catch? You'll earn a handsome amount of elexit. Where's the catch in that?
Do you take me for stupid?
No. Stupid would only cause me trouble. Who wants stupid? Smart is what I need. Smart knows how to keep everyone happy. Smart knows how to keep the laws in perspective and turn a healthy profit. And I can see you're smart.
Exactly what goods are you looking for?
Me? I don't want anything. But I might know a few people in need of mature healing roots. Born the cultivator knows where they grow. And if you could persuade him to let you harvest them, then maybe I could persuade someone to give you elexit for them.
And if I just give the roots to Born?
You could, but then Born's not going to be as financially grateful as me. Meaning he'll pay you less if I have to spell it out.
Do you need any other items?
Well, there is something that needs acquiring and redistributing. You know the pit, right?
Yes.
Well, Yora, the guy in charge there, needs help collecting things with elexit in them. And here's you looking to be helpful. So, how about you help collect that stuff for him, then accidentally lose it on the way back?
You want me to bring you things with ELEX in them?
Well, truth be told, Yora really doesn't like that stuff. And I know people who love it. So, it would be winners all around.
Someone else got the machine parts you wanted.
Oh, well. Life is just one long series of opportunities. We'll make a profit next time.
Any more rare items you're interested in?
You've noticed the Mana Shrine, right? Big building in the middle of Golia?
Yes.
Well, it just so happens that building contains all the ELEX they use to make mana, and ELEX can make profits appear out of nowhere. All you have to do is make it disappear from under Caldrum's nose.
I can't get you the ELEX you want.
Why so negative? With your talents and my brains, we can achieve anything.
The ELEX you wanted from the Mana Shrine has already been taken.
Oh, you blink and the magic has gone. Still, no point worrying about that now. On to the next opportunity, huh?
Anything else you're looking for?
Not right now. If anything comes up, I'll let you know.
What's the rarest item you're looking for?
Well, there is one thing, but it's a bit. Talk about this, you'll be committed. It's all about trust on this one.
Just tell me.
Well, you see, Ragnar, one of the big bosses here, has something of particular interest to me. A family heirloom. Eric Eisenfaust's sword.
Who is Eric Eisenfaust?
You've got to have heard of him. He was one of the greatest warriors ever to fight for the Berserkers. Eisenfaust is a legend here. Kids worship him. Warriors want to be him. Not Ragnar's either. Who knows how he got the sword, but it wasn't legitimate, trust me. Some say Eisenfaust was the real founder of the Berserkers, that he took Amrek's dreams and made them real. They say that 50 years ago, Eisenfaust destroyed an entire army of the clerics' fighting machines using just this sword. Load of old hooey, of course, but even so, with his name on the sword, it's almost priceless. Almost. I'll give you a reasonably sized stack of Elexit for it.
I'll get you Eisenfaust's sword.
Your skills, my needs. What a beautiful business we do together. But be careful, yeah? Ragnar's not gonna want to part with that sword willingly.
I'll get it for you.
Then your reward will be waiting for you.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not? Technology will get you into trouble here.
Deserve that.
Watch it there! I hate it when people mess with my stuff. You think the armor in this place makes itself? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. Damned hard work makes it. My damned hard work. So don't get in my way.
What's so good about the armor you supply?
Quality, skill, years of practice technique. And as you go up through the ranks, you're eligible for different equipment. As a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different challenges to a warrior or a paladin. So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement needed for working in the fields. But a warrior's armor must be robust, better able to absorb damage during combat to anyone who has earned it. A cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of a paladin. That armor goes with that rank and that honor. So, if you want a set of it, you'll have to work to earn it.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
Sounds like you really hate the Alps.
They won't stop until everyone is dead. It's always us berserkers who are taking losses. 10 hooded crows on the last patrol alone. All good men. Now, I'm asked to make up my ranks with outsiders?
Why do you hate the Alps so much?
They take so much ELEX, they've lost all their emotion. They're like machines. Killing machines. How messed up must you be to decide to do that? And how do they get the ELEX they're so pumped up on? They tear it from the ground. They take plants. Every mutant.
It almost sounds like you envy the Alp's power.
A fully trained Alp commander. Even an Elexitor. They may be powerful, but true power is only found in the will to win and the fighting spirit. Have you got them? A fighting spirit. A will to win.
What if I did, and I took ELEX as well?
Then you would be just another henchman. A soulless puppet for their cause. Is that what you want? To destroy Magellan as you destroy your soul? A strong sword. Our very effective combat magic. And a strong will. Those will save the world. They will stop the Alps.
So you don't trust anyone?
Our founding fathers knew well that you have to be really careful who you trust. They taught us we cannot give in to the temptation that awaits us outside our walls. And they did well. In the end, they were the first to see the deviant nature of technology. No one who has seen a mutant with their own eyes can deny that.
You want to kill Alps?
I want to exterminate them. And every man, woman, and child on this planet should want to do the same. What about you? Are you ready to go and hunt some Alps?
You want me to risk my life without reward?
Do you think I'm out here for Elexit? Duty is worth more than shards.
You do whatever you want, but if I'm hunting Alps, the reward should fit the risk.
All right. As long as you get the job done. And if Elexit is what it takes to win first. Listen up. The Alps have been scouting ruins to the west of here. It could be they're searching for resources, but it could be they're scouting our patrol routes, or looking for somewhere to set up a base they can use to launch an attack on Goliath. Whatever they're doing, those Alps have had a free run of things for too long. I need someone to head out there and kill them.
Where are these ruins?
To the west, in the Valley of the Damned. The Alps have been spotted in some abandoned ruins out there. It could be they've made those ruins their base, and are sending out patrols across the area from there. We've had reports of Alps on the roads around there, and out along the river by the World Heart.
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
No, wait, let me guess. We went and broke the laws, didn't you?
I'm not an exile. I haven't been sent here.
Then who are you?
Look, I'm just traveling through.
Well, traveling makes more sense than staying. I don't know why anyone would want to stay here. Come fast the day that ends this exile.
You were exiled?
Sentenced to work until my loyalty is proven. Now, his loyalty is food for worms.
How do you prove your loyalty?
By serving the land, by tending to the plants. They were supposed to send someone from Goliath to see my work, to make sure I was a loyal berserker once more.
What exactly is an exile?
We are the forgotten, the rejected, and the outcast. We are the victims of the berserker's wilderness. That is who we are, the exile. Or what job do I do? Maybe as a trophy, maybe to study it. It's stupid. The law is that all the ELEX technology must go to the people. When Angrim of the Ison clan learned I'd kept a forbidden weapon, I was exiled. One mistake. Still, a few years of chopping logs, and maybe I'll get to go home. But for now, I'm trapped right here on this spot until those creatures leave.
I'll take care of the creatures.
You will? Huh. Thank you. I can't believe I'll finally get to go home.
I'm going.
This is down to you, isn't it? You asshole. You total asshole. You told Yora I was trading with an outlaw, didn't you? I'll probably end up in the Valley of the Damned because of you. Worse, right now they're hanging the sentence over my head. Probation, they say. If I put 1 foot wrong, then I'll be thrown out of Goliath. Get out of here. We have nothing more to say.
Quit messing around with that gizmo, will you?
What are you doing here? You better
Just
don't do that again.
just go. And you're using that here because?
The weapons have been removed from circulation. Jorah will render them unusable.
Then the law has been served. Thank you. You honor us and yourself with your actions. I hope you will find a place here with us. Goliath is a welcoming home to all who wish it. There is nothing for you here.
Just go. Why are you trying to sneak around?
Get out of here and don't try that again.
Why are you trying to sneak around? What are you doing here? You should leave? Yes, just go.
Just get out of here. Good idea.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Let me just go. Just go.
All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Put it away, or
about these rarities?
Yes?
I have Eric Eisenfaust's sword.
Oh, piece of history that. You're touching the past there. Listen closely and you can hear it. Sell me, Alric. Charge big, Alric. I'd better move it soon. Ragnar's going to go crazy when he realizes it's gone. Oh well, pleasure doing business with you.
And the reward?
Is yours, of course. Thank you for returning my family heirloom.
Who is prowling around here?
I don't know the guy. Suppose I never will now.
Someone needs to go out there and kill every last raptor.
Deal. Give me the ID, and I'll meet Cooper.
Good. Right. That's the plan. Long term. You see, Wick has all the blank IDs. So before I can get you an ID, I need you to get me Wick.
Where is Wick?
Well, that there is a good question. You see, he's been gone for a while. He'd gone over to the ruins to see if there was anything worth scavenging there, and hasn't come back. You should look for him over to the northwest if you're in a hurry to get into the city. Just look through all the houses. He should still be there, scavenging.
You want to cross him? You're crazy.
Those creatures need dealing with.
I heard he was robbed.
I need the shards. It's as simple as that.
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
Get something to drink first.
Wick is dead, but I found the ID cards on his body.
Dead? Shit. I told him whatever was there wasn't worth the risk. But Wick would do anything if it would mean him getting 2 shards he could tap together. Ah well, give me the blank ID card. I'll work it up for you now. So, done. 1 fake ID ready to go.
Give me the counterfeit ID.
Okay, wait a second. Your image has to be added there first. So, done. Here's your ID. And this is the ID for Cooper. Take it to him. But make sure the clerics don't see it, see him, or see you handing this over. And do it as soon as you get in there. He's been at risk too long as it is. We don't need him being held, or worse, turned into a vegetable by the suggesters.
They're always hitting on you here.
No. I can't believe that.
Get something to drink first.
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
I have an entry ID. Let me through.
Really? I thought I knew all the ones that had been issued. And you were here asking about getting ID before. So tell me where you got this one.
It belongs to my brother. He loaned it to me.
You know that's not how IDs work. They're for the person they were issued to. Ha! If you hadn't said, I wouldn't have known. The picture looks really like you. You could be twins. All right, just this once. Oh, and there are some rules I need to tell you before you enter. First, stay away from the generators. Nobody but the technicians is allowed access to them. That sort of security is why we need to keep an eye on IDs. So if you meet someone who's in the city illegally, report them to us immediately. And Eric will take care of them. We can only keep peace in the city if we all work together, and we keep the city secure. That's what was laid down by the Great Council of Magalan. And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility for guaranteeing the city's independence. That means everyone is welcome here, until they cause trouble. So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggesters are busy enough without you adding to their workload. And that's it. You may pass.
What's happening in the city?
Nothing right now, but it's simmering. You can feel it. There was something building even before we let those Alp separatists in here. They just lit the touch paper. But hey, we're supposed to be a sanctuary, so someone decided to open the gates and let the separatists in.
How many separatists are there in the city?
Too many. Once an alb, always an alb. They still hit ELEX. Just a matter of time before they turn back. I don't know what they want in the city. I'd heard a bunch of them had set up a base in the west of Abessa, so they could have gone there. We weren't so busy here, we'd have tracked them down and cleared them out of Abessa. Last thing we need is Zakor thinking we're harboring rebels.
What's a suggester?
Our suggesters are the reason things remain peaceful in the city. If someone causes trouble, then they're either thrown out, see a suggester for reorientation, or both. But don't worry, it's a positive experience that will leave you happy about life. Even so, I recommend avoiding it.
Where can I find Eric?
Just go straight down the path into the inner city. You should find him there.
You mentioned the Council of Magellan.
The Great Council, yes. You'll have to speak to Judicator Alois if you want to know more about that. I'm not that well informed on my history.
Who's Alois?
Alois is the Judicator in charge of the city. You'll find him in the castle. He likes to stay close to the generators.
What do you want? Do you back the clerics here, or do you want them gone?
You get right to the point, don't you?
And are you gonna give me an answer?
I'm for the clerics.
You think they bring security? That they protect us? They say they're here to keep things safe, to keep order. But it's obvious they want to drop their neutrality and extend Ignadon's control into Abessa. Not allowing anyone in or out of the city, that's just the start of it. You think that's because the Alps are getting closer? Or that those followers of Kalan really want a backdoor for invasion?
Well, if there's going to be an invasion, I'm going to need some ammunition.
And you want me to give you that? Well, this is like being back in Tavar. People asking for things and expecting to just get them. But yeah, if I'm gonna talk about the need to fight, I suppose I should give you something to help you out.
Hunter sent me.
Why didn't he come himself?
He was afraid he wouldn't be let out of the city again if he was caught.
You mean he was afraid the same thing would happen to him that happened to me? Fuck it. At least the suggesters haven't found me yet. Did Hunter give you something for me?
Yes, I have something for you.
Thanks. I was starting to think that I would never leave this stinking cleric-infested dome. I don't know if Hunter promised you a reward, but here's something for me in any case. You've helped a good cause. Trust me.
Why don't you do something to stop the clerics?
I trust you. You gave me my ticket here after all. But I can't tell you our plan. But you must have realized by now the dome must go. The clerics can't be allowed to take Abessa.
Be on your best What is it you want?
Who are you?
You first. Come on. Who are you? There is something that is familiar about you, but I can't quite place it. No matter, I suppose. All people are welcome in Abessa, as long as they are prepared to forget their past. Even Albs are allowed in here. I think Albs would be perfect people if they weren't so emotionless. But then, that is why they are the only faction I have never belonged to.
How did you end up with the clerics?
That's a long story. If you're really interested in my tale, then I will tell you, of course.
Tell me your story. How did you end up joining the clerics?
Right, I'll give you the full version. Well, the short version.
Just get on with it.
Okay, I'll try to keep it short. So, I grew up in Goliath in Edan. My father and mother were both born berserkers, and so that meant I was too. Back then, Bajar ruled over Goliath. As a child, I had no interest in the laws, of course. But when I was about 12 years old, one of the warlords came to our home. He took my parents, and I was left on my own to survive in the city. I remember him. I remember my parents leaving. And I remember me screaming. But everything else is gone. It's just a blur.
What happened to your parents?
Still don't know what they did, even today. I hate the Berserker laws. Nothing against the Berserkers. They're just people. It's the laws I hate. I think what the Berserkers want to do with Magalan is right. But I can never forgive them for what they did to my parents. Why was I punished for whatever my parents did? Why wasn't I told what had happened? I swore never to return, and I haven't set foot in Edan again.
Where did you go?
Wherever I needed to survive. That meant running from reavers and wild animals. It didn't take long for some reavers to take me captive. And then, I don't want to talk about that. I was lucky, though. After several years, the reavers were attacked by some of the Duke's outlaws, and they took me back to Tavar. I learned how to fight, how to live off scrap. Life wasn't much different from Edan, but there wasn't the same raptor shit. The laws. You could be who you were, and no one judged you.
Then why didn't you remain with the outlaws?
Because the reavers who'd taken me captive came to the fort and wanted to speak to the Duke. I think they wanted to take me back. I fled when they saw me. I didn't want to be taken back, or for them to kill me to hide their crime. When I left the fort, I ran into a cleric patrol. They convinced me to go to the Hort with them. Not that I really needed that much convincing. All those hours taking scrap apart and putting it back together in Tavar really paid off there. The clerics recognized that I was good with technology. So, I've been working on mechs and AI systems since then. Building things. Trusted. Part of a team. And it's easier being with mechs. They don't judge anyone. They treat everyone the same. Like this place. I know it's not perfect. But outlaws, berserkers, clerics, even elves are seen as people. At least that's the vision. Not always the way it happens. That's another reason to maintain these mechs. To protect what we have.
What are you doing here in Abessa?
I take care of the mechs and drones here in the city, which means I coordinate and plan their maintenance and upgrades. When I'm lucky, I get to roll up my sleeves and do some of the actual maintenance. Which I'm having to do quite a lot, with all the technicians we're missing. Say, are you good with technology?
I know enough to work on mechs.
You do? Maybe we could take you on in a permanent position here in the city.
Do you think they would employ me?
That's true. Alois has security concerns about taking anyone who's not been in the city long enough. So, yeah, maybe I should look for someone else. On the other hand, if you're looking for some part-time work, I could still use your help. I have 4 people I've been told I should look at for taking the technician's job, but I don't have time to gauge their abilities. Would that be something you could do for me? I'd pay you.
Yeah, I'll talk to your candidates.
Great. The 4 names I have are Daryl, Naira, Rorik, and Riley. Though I'm really not sure about Riley. There's something about him I don't trust. But speak to each of them and let me know whether you think they might have the right skills and abilities for the job. Oh, and I'll need you to let me know about their loyalties. You know, can they work with clerics? Do they hate us? We'd be trusting them with the mechs and AI that defend the Dome City. So I don't want to employ anyone who might still be thinking about their faction, not our security.
About the candidates for technician.
Yes?